Hello and welcome to Thor-is-testing. Summer. It's summer in Scandinavia. It's kind of warm. It's okay, 22 degrees, but it's blowing a lot, so I'm sorry for the wind here, but that's the way it is. Today we are going to test this new black edition EKA from Sweden. It's an AxeBlade W1, it's called. As you can see here, it is kind of a new design. I've not seen a design like this before. It is a mix between a small hatchet and a knife. As I said, this is an EKA AxeBlade W1. The length of the blade is 165 millimeters, and the whole length is 290 millimeter, and the blade thickness is 4 millimeters. So you have a kind of a nice punch to this blade, both lengthwise and widewise. It weighs 315 grams, so it's kind of heavy, nice, and nice to have in your hand. The blade is Swedish sandwich steel, and it is hardened to 58, so medium hard. You have a nice Kydex blade here, as you can see here, and you have some straps with the package also, so you can strap it in different ways. It is kind of an open blade, as you can see here, and it slides nicely in here, and you have a lock here. Be aware that this will not hold when you have it in your when you just walk around. It actually easily falls out, so remember to lock it every time. You have a clip-on here on the back here, so it's easy to get in your belt, and it's situated nicely on your hip here, as you can see, and easy to draw. Okay, that was the specs. I'll see if I've forgotten anything. I don't think. The handle here is rubber, and it is an I think it is what you would call not a rat tail. It is it's all the way through here, so it is nice, comfortable, and you feel that you have a nice handle on it. When you chop or something like that, you have the backwards handle here, but if you do stitching and stitches and carving, you have a better handle here with your hand over here, so you can better control the blade. Okay, why don't we just take it through some what to call it, some tests here, and see how it goes. See how it does at some batoning. I have a piece of very dry pine here, and let's see how it goes through here. As you can imagine, this hatchet axe blade plows through almost everything. I have it's actually a pretty thin piece of birch here, and let's see how it does at this. And no problem there either. I have a piece of hardwood, I think it's ash, dry as hell. Let's see how it does. And as you can imagine, this blade has absolutely no problem at doing any kind of batoning. So let's go ahead here and see how it does at chopping. I have a piece of fairly fresh pine here, so let's see how it does here. As you can see here, you can hold it all the way out here when you chop and baton, and this makes it a heavier blade. And let's see here, as you can see here, it takes nice chunks out, as you can see, and it goes easily through a piece of pine like this. Okay, that's it for the chopping and batoning. That was actually quite fast. There was no worries there. But how does it do at carving? As you can imagine, this is actually quite easy to work with, but not as easy as a knife, you can imagine. But as you can see here, it carves very, very well. And if you use this kind of the blade, the way the blade is curved like this, you can actually make very nice feathers, as you can see here. You have no worries, and it is actually quite good also at just regular carving, because of this blade. It is very nice to work with, and you have an excellent handle here, hold on your knife and close to the edge of the blade, and you can actually very nicely make both fine and big carves here, and it has been surprisingly easy to work with. But when I got a hold of this knife, I thought my project must be something a bit more heavy duty, and that's why I made another Buchcraft chair. I've already made one when I tested the Skarma, Terraway Skarma, but I thought this blade really wanted to do another what do you call it, another chair like this, and actually I needed one more, so I made another one. So maybe we should go and take a look at it. So like I said, for the Buchcraft project, I made this one when I made the Terraway, and I actually wanted to make another one using this AxeBlade, and it has been working like a charm for this. As you can imagine, this has been a lot of chopping, a lot of carving all of these pieces of wood, and it has done this very, very well. So actually I'm pleased with my another chair here. It's a bit higher than the other, but that's it about that. So like a charm on larger Buchcraft projects, this is the knife you want. This is a great knife for that. For concluding on this EKA AxeBlade W1, it has been a great knife to work with. I actually love the blade, how the blade is done as a mix between a hatchet and a knife. You can work with it well, both as a knife and much more like a hatchet, and it does the large chores like a charm. Unfortunately, it has no sharp angles, 90-degree angles, so we could make fire with it. That's a little minus, but well, most fire steels has their own blade with them. So this is a knife to around 100 euros, and I think this is very fair priced. It's a nice, sturdy knife that will last you for infinity if you treat it well. So let's just take a quick look at the knives. We have lots of them, so let's take it quickly here. We have the Feldkniven F1, we have the Mora Buchcraft, we have the Enso Elver, we have the M95, we have the Karaswanda hatchet back there, we have the A1 from Feldkniven, we have the Terraway 140, we have the Hulterfors Friluftkniv, we have another Enso here, the Trapper, for a famous Trapper. Then we have this Danish replica of a Viking knife. We have a Karaswanda Overlevenskniv. We have a Vangendal here. We have a Jagtkit KNV3. We have the Kastrøms forest knife. We have a Light My Fire Mora knife. We have the Miller blade. Love that knife. We have another EKA here. Their famous Nordic W12. That's one they are most famous for. Lovely knife. Then we have the big Terraway Skarma here, the blade where I made the other chair. And then last time I did this Maratini Lynx, Lumberjack Lynx knife, and this time I did the EKA AxeBlade. Next time it will be the Strømænks original lap kniv here. This is one I have had with me for ages, 20, 30 years. I've used it in the field when I'm up there. Love it. So let's take a test of this next time and see how that goes. And until that, next time, be sure to subscribe, share, and all the other things. And see you later.